You are a skilled hunter, adept, merciless, half cut with blood, as the best hunters are.
That is one hell of a random point to just drop. Like, stream. Be like, yep, here we go, just in the middle of this scene, even with a whole dialogue introduction and everything is going to be amazing. Let me quickly check the audio levels, make sure everything's fine. You know, just kind of hit the wall here while speaking over it because it's great. Alright, sounds just fine. Everything sounds beautiful. Everything sounds amazing. What up, guys? What took me so long? Well, you know, real life scenarios and all that happens. As a person that unfortunately cannot do this full time and just yet, and by just yet I mean within the next 50 years or so, I can't have a consistent schedule. I have other things to take care of, which is unfortunate, but it is the truth. Alright, guys, let's get to it. I took my headset off so now I can hear myself better. Finally make sure. Because last time when we played the freaking Lord of the Rings, which, by the way, we're going to get back to that at some point, but right now I just fell off playing Bloodborne. When we went to Lord of the Rings, everybody was like, yeah, no, don't worry, we can hear you perfectly, everything's fine, don't be so freaking, don't be so paranoid, you know, all that shit. And then I listened back to it, and it sounded terrible. Cutscenes and game audio constantly was louder than me. You guys... why do I listen to you guys? Why do I do this? Unfortunate. Alright, so, I don't actually know. I think we started my playthrough, the last time I streamed this, we started with a character called Specs, which was a character designed after me, and, you know, I decided that while that is cool and all, I also wanted to make another female character because I'm never happy with the characters I create, so I constantly make new characters. I don't know where I'm going right now, by the way. Alright, so I went the completely wrong way. I completely missed this. We're going to be running down right here. We're going to be falling down. This was a mistake. This was a huge, huge mistake. I remember now how this works, and I just fucked it up. There's this guy. Don't let this guy hit you. Run past this guy. We gotta cheese this, guys. We gotta cheese this, alright? We're gonna run past this. We're gonna go up this ladder. We're gonna be good. Alright, we did it. Hunter can't follow us up here. His entire... When he goes past that little wooden area up there, he just kind of moonwalks back towards it. So we're good. I don't even think we got the monsters to follow up. He tries, and then he moonwalks back. Okay, so not even the little monsters are following us. The beasts aren't coming after us. So I'm gonna cheese this guy, because fighting this guy for real is pretty obnoxious. I don't think I sound too low, but let me check it out. I'm going to speak again while I smack this ladder. Let me do it again. I'm going to put on my headphones so I can hear this. Alright, going to smack that ladder. And then talk a little bit quietly while I do that. Alright, good. Let's check it out. Let's check it out, guys. I can hear myself just fine, and usually, you know, that doesn't happen. So I think I'm good. I think I'm good, but if multiple, you know, if more people are like, hey, there's a problem with that, we'll look more into it. I think I sound pretty good right now, honestly. Pretty good. Alright, let's get up here. I am so hyped for Kingdom Hearts 3. You guys can't even freaking... You won't even believe... I messed up. Oh, we can't even hit each other right now. That's... Yep, I just messed up. I messed up. I actually messed up. Okay, so this... I'm gonna die here. I'm just gonna... I can't beat this guy. I can't beat this guy. I beat this guy once in actual combat, and that was pretty close call, so I don't think I'm going to be able to beat this guy right now. I'm just desperately trying not to get my butt handed to me, but, you know, he just, like most other boss hunters, he just kind of gets to keep shooting and attacking you and all that. Like, fighting humanoid, like, I think everybody has pointed it out before. Everybody who's played this game before has made the argument and the observation that humanoid hunters and humanoid monsters are just not as good in this game as they are in Dark Souls. Because in Dark Souls, you know, when you fight another, like, humanoids who uses spells, like, you know, those NPCs that are kind of, like, supposed to be like, oh, they invade you. Like, they have your HP, they have your durability and all that shit. But in this game, that's not the case. Apparently, I think I read somewhere or heard in a video somewhere that all the hunters are maxed in stats. So it's just so unbelievably not fair to fight them. It's not even funny. Yeah, I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna bother. Look how much I'm already taking. Look how much I'm already wasting my abilities. Look how much resources I'm wasting. I'm not gonna try fighting these guys for real. So I forgot you need to like dash forward once you get up and then shoot him. Wait, what? Why is left of the screen covering half the silver bullets? Oh, what is happening? You're right. Hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. You're correct. Thank you for pointing that out. Fit to screen, please. There you go. Well, thanks, tests. That's really important. What happened there was that I stretched out Lord of the Rings to Fellowship. I stretched it out because it's a PS2 game. And apparently, Elgato don't just automatically stretch it back when I go over to a PS4 game. So, thank you for pointing that out, because that would have been awkward. Alright, so now let's get back up there and cheese him properly. Okay, you two, stop doing the thing. Also, once again, YouTube recently on Twitter announced they're going to do even stupider nonsense, stupider shit on their website, like, oh, we're going to show subscription feeds in whatever order we find. Like, instead of chronological order, they're going to show it, like, whatever they feel is good. So, once again, guys, you know, twitch.tv, send the player, go check it out, because I'm not going to be on here much longer. I'm not going to focus my entire effort on this website here. I'm going to do... Oh, wait, I already got all this. I love the whip, but I'm starting to get really bad with this weapon. I used to have seriously no problem with the mob fights in my first playthrough, but now I'm just having a tough time. I think I'm just so used to, like, better weapons, or, like, the axe covering everything quickly with its wide sweeping axe. So, this is interesting. I'll deal with it. This was my first weapon ever in Bloodborne, and it holds a special place in my heart. Down here. It's just... Oh, yoo-hoo. That's another game. That's one of those other games I'll never be playing. Unless I get to, like... Unless in the next, like, 5 months or whatever, I'll get to, like, a super pristine, million subscriber account where people are just kind of, like, willing to donate games, because... No. No. I don't care for story games like that. If there's, like, there needs to be combat, there needs to be, like, action-heavy combat. Like, I actually had that. I'll check it out. I will check it out. I'll look into it, and if I think it's cool, I'll play it. But from what I've seen, it is just another one of those, hey, choose an option and the characters will play it out for you. I've played Fahrenheit/Inigo Prophecy all the way to the end once. And I did not enjoy myself because, again, there was no actual combat. There was no actual anything that I had to do. So, if there's no combat, if there's no cool, like, things like that, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I love story-driven games. I love story-driven games, and I love, like, very intriguing psychological games and all that stuff. And games that give you complete options and free range of everything you gotta do. Like, your choices matter. Freaking awesome. But gameplay comes first. Gameplay always comes first. A good story means nothing to me if there's no cool combat, or like, oh, I feel like I could die any second. Like Silent Hill. Silent Hill is just very basic. You know, you shoot at things, and then you collect health packs, and you gotta scramble for ammo, you know, Resident Evil style and all that stuff. But because the gameplay is still something I like, and the story is badass, it's one of my favorite games of all time. If Detroit is just pick your choices and nothing else matters, then no, this is not going to be a game for me. Alright, let's just exit the game quickly. I did actually enjoy Batman the Telltale game for a bit, and then again, it's I don't know, it's not my kind of cup of tea. With Batman, I think more of Arkham Asylum. I think more of like, oh yeah, beat the stuffing out of people, and I don't think of just, you know, choose your own adventure style. Like, I don't know. Yes, alright, so Test pointed that out to me, thank you. Good job, Test, because I was not sure. So I play with an axe, right? It's because I play with a different character altogether. So right now I have the overhype syndrome, right? Where I'm so hyped for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out that I legitimately can't play any other game. I feel no drive and no urge to play any other game. I feel like I am empty on the inside. It feels very, very depressing. And therefore, I played Bloodborne, and instead of actually playing the game, I've just made 15 characters, started the game, played for an hour, and then quit the game and tried again. Like, I can't get myself to enjoy video games anymore. Kingdom Hearts 3 needs to come out right this second, otherwise I don't know what to do with my life. So we're gonna try to play this character right now. Her name, I think, is Mew, which is Latin for Mew. Yeah, Mew. So that's this character's name, Mew. I've decided now. Oh, God. No, no, go. I'm also playing, Whoa! What? Okay, what? I've never in my life. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Wow. I got so shocked by that I completely lost focus. Wait, you're gonna watch people play Detroit instead of playing it yourself? What is that all about? What is that all about? Dark Souls Remastered. Not sure. Probably gonna get it now. Probably gonna get it on the PS4, then get it on Switch again. I don't know. I could also get it on PC due to the fact that I have it already on PC. I have the original Prepare to Die edition, so I would get it at a discount. But I'm a console person first, so I think I would like it more to PS4, especially because I have the Pro and my PC is not the best PC in the world. So, like, there's a lot of options. But I definitely will switch on the go, even though it's not 60 FPS and all that. I don't know, it's hard to decide. Well, then, you know what, Bob? You gotta get yourself that console and you gotta play that game. Like, what's wrong with you, Like, the games you love the most, you gotta play those. You just watch people play them, you gotta play those. But Play-Doh. Alright, okay, I'm doing really horrible right now. I'm not used to... I remember the whip being a lot faster than this. I'm actually kind of upset with it right now. Oh my god. Yeah, I need to get platinum. Dude, that's another thing. I need to get platinum trophies on all the Kingdom Hearts games, and I only really enjoy a couple of them. The only Kingdom Hearts games on the collection and everything I enjoy right now would be 1, 2, and Chain of Memories. I hate Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance. Like, I'm a person that enjoys hitting things with the Keyblade, so when half of BBS and Dream Drop Distance is all about that, you know, hitting that triangle button to make magic happen, I'm not I ain't feeling that. It's Troy on Switch? No, it's not. Not that I know of. What are you talking about? You're not. I also need to play freaking Demon Souls. So what happened with Demon Souls, right? We streamed that. I don't know. I think we didn't have a lot of viewers at that time, but I streamed Demon Souls for the very first time. I bought it after playing Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne all the way through, and I was like, you know what? I want to collect the whole thing. So I bought Demon Souls. I got it on Amazon. And then I streamed it for the first time for the first, like, hour or so, and it was, like, really fun. Like, I died, and I was like, ooh, this feels like Bloodborne all over it, like Dark Souls, you know? Ooh, I don't know what's happening. I'm getting scared. Oh, I'm getting attacked. Oh, no, and then I died, and it was great. But what happened, nobody told me. I don't know if it was in the stream or just afterwards in the recording, but what I didn't know is that I was constantly, my microphone was dying. Like, I was constantly, so... Clearly, I could not ever release that because that is horrible. I don't want this watching video. Like, that's why would I release that? So that's gone. That's just dead. It's a lost relic. Once I placed Demon Souls blind on this channel, and nobody will ever see it again because I immediately took that shit down because it sounded horrible. Oh god, I gotta finish Demon Souls. I played like 1.5 hours of that game. I love the Soul series. Oh boy. I think the Soul series also really, and to an extent Kingdom Hearts really like ruins me on hard games. Because, well, you know, Soul series don't have a difficulty setting. You just play the game and you gotta get good at the game. Good. and it's like very fair. Like you deal a shit ton of damage, but every enemy also just kills you. It's cool. But no, Demon Souls is the first game in the Souls series. Like there's Demon Souls, and then there's Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and then there's Bloodborne. Demon Souls is basically the original version, and then they were like, you know what, we're gonna make Dark Souls instead. I don't know why. I thought they were basically just like a sequel to each other because they both end in Souls. But apparently Demon Souls is just like Dark Souls is a spiritual successor to Demon Souls. Dude, actually hold on. I'm gonna check quickly my Steam. All right, I'm gonna check quick my Steam. All right, you guys would go with that? How many hours do I have on Dark Souls 3? Dark Souls 3, 300 hours. I have 300 hours on Dark Souls 3. I freaking love that game. Like that. I don't love it as much as Bloodborne. Like, I think Bloodborne is a better game in terms of combat. I think the trick weapons are so much better than, you know, having 500 different weapons in Dark Souls 3, but them all having the same moveset. So I think the trick weapons are better. Oh god! Okay, that was I thought one of them snuck up behind me. It was just ragdoll thing. Great game, thanks. Alright. I'm not doing so hot with the whip. The whip is taking too long to wind up here. Alright, this dude's got my echoes. I gotta get him back. And yeah, I might play Demon Souls on stream again. I might do that. That might be cool. But I don't know what a frickety frack my goddamn PS3 is right now. We kind of reorganized the whole room, and we're gonna try to move soon. So I don't want to just like get it out of a box if it's hidden somewhere. So I might have to wait until a later date. But yeah, I'm totally down to stream. Because again, I've never played that game. Like I played like an hour and a half. So I'm completely surprised. It would be a complete shock and blind playthrough. So that would be cool. That would be cool. Watch me actually struggle and die constantly. Be like, oh damn, how do I beat this? That'd be cool. Oh, what I was saying right about hard games too was the fact that Demon Souls, Dark Souls is very well balanced. I feel there's some unfair stuff, but most of the time it's a very fair game. I would say 95% of all the Souls games are balanced. And Kingdom Hearts 2, when you go in critical, the hardest difficulty, especially critical level 1, the game changes the way it works behind the scenes. Like stats change so that you still deal a ton of damage and like you don't instantly die. Like there's a bunch of like clever ways that they change that game to work well under such different constraints. Now take something like God of War that I'm playing, and that game has like difficulties. Like it has like a normal difficulty, an easy difficulty, hard, and a super hard. And all that game changes is how much damage you deal and how much damage you take. That is not good balancing. That is not how a game should work. A hard game shouldn't be hard because, oh, we changed the damage output. It should be hard because the game by itself, the enemy movement is hard. Like, predicting everything and playing the game, it's weighty and all that stuff. And I just feel games like that, where the difficulty changes, it's just, hey, you deal more damage, you deal less damage, and they just deal a shit ton to you. I don't think those are good games. Like, I'm not saying, like, you know, God of War is not a good game because I love it, but it's just, like, I'm saying that it's not a good balance, right? I feel like a game should never be balanced around stats like that. I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, Dark Souls, definitely Dark Souls 3 is my favorite Souls game, I would say. That's also not very fair to say because I have controversial thing coming in. I have never beaten Dark Souls 1. Not for lack of trying, just for the lack of I don't give a shit right now. Because I don't like the fact that Dark Souls 1... First of all, when you locked on to Dark Souls 1, in Dark Souls 1 you're locked on, you cannot, like, roll diagonally. You cannot dash or dodge diagonally. You can only roll up, down, left, right. And I was like, that's terrible. Yes, tempered monsters in Monster Hunter World are not that good. I'm just going to be honest with that. Tempered monsters are pretty stupid. But whatever, gotta do them to grind up stuff, whatever. But, what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, Dark Souls 1, I don't like the way you dodge, and I don't like that you can't travel between bonfires until the very end. I'm like, are you kidding? And like, not the very end, but like the halfway point. I'm like, come on, I don't want to back and forth like that. I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, this is a Metroidvania kind of game, you know, it's just how it is, it's really cool. I was like, I get it, but Metroidvania was a 2D like a 2D game, where it was really quickly to go between areas, and here you just kind of walk, like, you have like a lazy, like, you know what I mean? Like a really Brisk pace? Nah. You son of a bitch. Do not heal yourself. That's something only the player can do. You feel me? Only I can do that. This dude. I'm very impatient. Wait, how did that not do the thing that it was supposed to be doing? Do the thing. Attack me so I can counter. Please do. Where are you going? I don't have the audio up that high, so it doesn't echo, so I can't actually hear when I do properly. That was it. Okay. Dauntless doesn't look good. Like, I get that it plays probably really well, but I hate the graphical style they went for. Like, their art style is totally not for me, so I'll probably never touch that game. Plus, it's like when somebody makes a clone of, like, Dark Souls or something like that. It's like, that's something only one person can do. I've played a bunch of Monster Hunter clones, and, like, you know, like, Freedom Wars, or, like, Soul Eater. I've played a lot of those, and I don't like Capcom are the only people that can make a proper Monster Hunter game. So I probably won't ever try any of those followers. Die already. I'm not paying attention to what's talking. Which is cool, you know, talking to you guys is cool, but I'm just still not paying attention. I'm gonna die here. Oh, he countered me. Ooh, do not do that. Got him. No. Play-Doh style, is that what people call it? All I got is Bone Marrow Ash. I don't even know why I fought that dude. That was really not necessary, but whatever. I got him. Jeez. Also, I'm not sure if I'll buy Dark Souls Remastered immediately. You'll know when I got Dark Souls Remastered because I'm going to be streaming it. But first things first, on top of the priority list would be Shin Megami Tensei, or Tensei, I don't know, the Strange Journey Redux. I need to get that game first before I get anything else. Because I didn't like playing games on the DS, honestly, and therefore I've never played this original Strange Journey, and you know, that's a hole in my SMT collection that I need to fill. Well, again, I didn't beat Dark Souls. I didn't actually get that far as you did. But, you know, me being a weeb and all that stuff... Oh, my cat's screaming. Oh, I should check... Oh, hold on. I'm gonna take care of that quickly. I hear you, cat. Hold on. Hold that thought. Sorry about that. I had to take care of my cat turning the AC because I'm burning in here. I was hoping that I could get away without turning on the AC because I know it's just loud and obnoxious and all that stuff, but my god is it hot. Like, it's like one of the hottest summers. That's not true, but just make up a story. It's one of the hot, like, my house is melting. We are melting. But no, it's just super hot and I can't handle it. I don't think so. I think Fortnite is an interesting concept because it's, like, unique and nobody else did it, but at the same time, like, I think it's unique enough. I think Fortnite is unique enough to just be its own game. Like, it's like a, you know, Battle Royale thing, but also then building stuff on top of it. That's pretty cool. Meanwhile, Monster Hunter, Dauntless is just kind of Monster Hunter, but the cheap version, so I don't think so. I think Monster Hunter has done well enough for people to realize, oh shit, Monster Hunter is just the go-to thing. So what was I gonna say? Yes, in Dark Souls 1, as in every Dark Souls game, I will always find the best katana and just run with that. So I put everything into dexterity, which apparently it was not actually that good. People were like, well, you know, dexterity in Dark Souls 1 is not that good. And I felt that. I felt it. I was like, oh my god, it's actually really hard right now. So the game was pretty hard for me. Also, I did play Dark Souls 2 all the way to completion. I've actually, that's the real fun part. I've never beaten Dark Souls 1, but I've beaten Dark Souls 2 all the way through in the PS4. And I enjoyed that. I actually enjoyed the game more than I expected after everybody was mean to it and told me it sucked dicks. And I was like, it does not actually do that. I think it's a pretty decent game. I thought it was pretty decent. Alright, there's a bunch of dudes here. Alright, let me just, okay, I do not have Molotovs at the ready. Just gonna hope they leave me alone because I have the torch out, which they're really scared of. They'll be scared of the torch. Yes, get another one. Oh, come on, you dudes. Oh, yeah, dudes. Why did I just say it like that? What's wrong with me? Come on, you dudes. Let's go. Go. I know. Just fence away. There you go. Oh, I was not looking because I was dead. It shouldn't be. It should definitely be a free-to-play game. From what I've seen that game. Okay, I can't be mean to that game because I've never played it and I've only seen like a little bit of things. But from what I've seen so far, that game does not deserve to have a $60 price tag. Like I don't know, 20 to 30 at most. Like, that game does not... If games like League of Legends and Smite and all that stuff are free-to-play, then that game does not deserve a price tag on top of it like that. It's nowhere near the level of Monster Hunter Polish. From what I've seen, I've not played it, so if I would ever play it, which I probably won't, my opinion might change or even get worse. So, you know, don't take my word for gold? Is that the phrase? Whatever. Don't really rely on my word, because I've never played the game, but from what I've seen, from what it looks like, I don't like it that much. I'm not happy about it. Sure, Hunter Guard, nice. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, Monster Hunter is definitely gonna be $60 when it comes on PC. That's just gonna happen, and that's just cap. That's just like how. If it doesn't come out at $60, then it would be a surprise to me because the game came out at $60 on the consoles, and they're putting a lot of time and effort into balancing it and like no, not balancing. What's it called? Optimizing it for PC. So they're gonna want their money's worth. And as somebody who is a console player, I don't understand why the PC crowd would get a freebie here for having a less expensive game. No, this should not happen. Because then I would want my money back. Excuse me. All my money back. All of it. Plus, you know what? PC should actually have, the game should be like $70 to $80. Because you guys don't have to pay for online services like the console crowd has to do. So you know what? Fuck you. Boy. The truth revealed. Slam that shit. Oh god, this is so dark. I don't remember ever having this game be this dark. But yeah, I might stream Dark Souls 2 because for some reason people are like, oh, I don't like that game. It's a pretty freaking good game. I don't know why people don't like it. I hated certain aspects of it until I got used to them, right? Like the freaking tracking on like attacks and the way that you don't have any iframes when you fucking like roll. I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like stuff like that annoys me, but I think the game is good. All right, let's just gently. I said gently. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, that was so close. That was so fucking close. Also, by the way, I still need to release, a year ago, not completely a year ago, I think like in October or whatever, my friend Twilight95 and I played a ton of this game together. Like, we both got PSN for the sake of playing Monster Hunter. And then decided we're going to just play, oh, come on, well, whatever, it's just a freaking ribbon. And then decided we're going to play Bloodborne together. And I have a bunch of videos, like a ton. But I never got around to editing them and uploading them, so I should do that at some point. Like, we got a pretty far ways into the game. We started all the way from scratch and then played together. Oh, alright, Pumpkin. Thanks for showing up. Oh, dude. Not good. Not good. Stupid, stupid. Oh! Sorry, I got skipped with that attack. Wow, missed everything. I'm great at this game. What am I doing? What am I doing? Did you see that? Oh, Lord. But yeah, I think Dark Souls 2 is a pretty good game. It's not the greatest one ever. It's not like the greatest Souls game. That would be, again, Bloodborne. Bloodborne is just too good. Nothing can top that. Unless maybe Bloodborne 2. I'm actually, like, worried by now because I do want Bloodborne 2. I want nothing more but the trick weapons to come back, to have another, like, horror story, and something like the way that Bloodborne told a story and what would happen in the story is just so great that no Souls game can live up to that, in my opinion. Like, Souls had 3 games, right? So Dark Souls is 3 games. And I guess Dark Souls 2 is no longer considered canon, but at that point, at least we had 2 games. Dark Souls has 2 games to set up its story and tell a compelling and intriguing tale. And I was like, yeah, it's cool, whatever. But Bloodborne in one game completely, like, put everything on its head and made it about Lovecraftian horror all of a sudden. And I was like, you know what? Bloodborne just wins outright. There's nothing Souls can do to win back its points after that. And I'm, like, really worried that Bloodborne 2, if it ever releases, just won't have the same kind of spark and imagination when it comes to the story. So we'll see. Yeah, Bloodborne has a story, but like Dark Souls, you're not told the story. You have to experience it through the locales, the monsters, and for reading the text. But if you look up, like, anywhere, like, there's freaking pages. There's a guy, I don't remember. It's been a while since I read that. Like, I didn't read all of it, but there's somebody who did, like, I don't know, like a 60-page essay on the story of Bloodborne. Like, that's how dedicated this community is. It's freaking amazing. Oh my god. It's important, alright. That's... See, test. No, we have some issues here together. We've got some problems here. Because I hate games, alright? Here's the problem. Here's why Bloodborne... I asked my wife, actually. I looked at my wife and I was like, so, you know all the games I love. Which game do you think, if I could only ever play one game for the rest of my life, which game do you think, like, out of, like, Kingdom Hearts and, like, Soul Reaver and Alice and all that, she was like, which game would you think I would keep with me for the rest of my life? And she was like, Bloodborne, no doubt. And I was like, huh. Because it makes sense. Because Bloodborne has an intriguing and wonderful and deep and disturbing story, but it doesn't throw it at you. There's no cutscenes. There's no... The game's like, oh, hold on, you can't play for the next 30 minutes. Just watch this. Like, I hate that. One of the reasons why, even though I think Kingdom Hearts 2 is a freaking fantastic and wonderful game, one of the reasons why I don't play that game as much as I do any other game is because Roxas' story, like the story in general. I don't want to spend the first 3 hours, or if you skip every cutscene, like 30 minutes, in a tutorial world. I want to go immediately. I don't want to have cutscenes every 5 seconds interrupting the flow of the story. I want to play. And Bloodborne does that perfectly. If you don't want to pay attention and just have a game, there you go, you have a game. You just run around, you kill things. But then you go into your items, and all of a sudden it's like every single item has descriptions that add to the world, to the story. Every single one of these, if you read all of them and put them together, it just tells you an amazing tale. Like, making contact with Eldritch Wisdom is blessing, for even if it drives one mad, it allows one to serve a grander purpose for posterity. That doesn't mean shit when you start the game. When you start the game fresh in a blind playthrough, that means nothing. You're like, Eldritch, what is going on? I'm fighting crows and I'm fighting werewolves, and that's fine, whatever, they're monsters. What are we talking about Eldritch shit for? Lols. That's stupid. And you get through the rest of the game and all of a sudden it's like, okay, I get it. Like, the game is brilliant. It doesn't rub it in your nose that it has a story. It doesn't tell you through cutscenes. It tells you through your experience. And games like that are just dime a dozen, and I love them. The Soul series is fucking amazing with that. I love nothing more than sitting here and just learning the tale and just, like, reading every single piece of equipment and gear I get until I figure out what's going on. It's... God, this game is great. This is... Dark Souls and Bloodborne have some of the greatest stories of all time, I think. Because they don't need to tell them to you. They don't need to have a dude sit down in a chair and be like, yes, this is how it happened, my young hunter. This is What went wrong in our world? Let me tell you for the next 10 hours through elaborate cutscenes where you see these flashy things that you will never actually be able to do yourself. Ha ha ha. No, it's just like, okay, so this happened, and I killed this dude. This is cool. I killed that dude. Yeah, I feel really good about myself. Hey, that dude just dropped something. Looks like a weapon. Let me read the weapon's description. And it's like, this dude was a really good dude, and you just killed him for no reason. And I'm like, oh, well, there was no cutscene to prepare me for that. There was no, like, lore or, like, yeah, this guy was really cool. Please don't hit him when he comes along. It's just like, whatever. The game just lets you, like, experience shit you don't like. I know how to explain it right now. I'm fighting things, so I'm not really thinking straight. I'm just fighting. Alright, you guys need to stop hitting me in the face. I really don't appreciate that. Let me just heal for a quick second. Boop. Boop. So, my Bioshock is what I would say is my wife's favorite game, and she loves that game. I personally haven't beaten any of the Bioshock games. I've played them all to some extent, but I've never beaten them. And yes, I think that already the diary entries and all the, like, logs, like, the audio files are a better way of explaining a story, yes, because they don't interrupt the flow of the gameplay. But they do interrupt the flow of the gameplay, because you're gonna have to take a moment to sit down and listen to that, because if you keep walking while these people talk, you're gonna run into combat, and then you're gonna have to focus on the combat, and you can't really listen to what they're saying, and like the voice is gonna get drowned out behind the shots and all that stuff. So I feel like even though the audio logs are a nice way forward, they're still not good enough. I still feel like they interrupt the flow of the gameplay way too much. Like, I don't know. I feel like I have to sit down and just listen to them, and I can't move on. Meanwhile, oh, stop hitting me! Cool, thanks. I don't know. Also, I prefer just being able to just sit down at some point and read all that on my own. It's the same reason why I hated and never listened to all of the audio recordings in Metal Gear, The Phantom Pain, because it's not like it's not like in Bloodborne. If I want to have a story, I'm gonna be like, all right, let me just read this quickly. All right, I'm done. Like, I read it quick, and I'm like, okay, good, I got it. But when you listen to an audio log, you have to wait for the actor to speak and breathe, and then have dramatic pauses, and I don't want that. I just want to read the text and then go on with my life. Like I just said, I want to be able to read at my own pace. Sit here and be like, hey, this weapon is cool. One of the trick weapon with the workshop commonly used in the hunting business. This saw effective at drawing the blood of beasts turns into a long cleaver that makes us use of centrifugal forces. This saw with a set of blood-like teeth has become a symbol of the hunt and only grows in effectiveness the more persistent from the beast. Whatever. Good. Got it. Thanks. But then, if I read an audio log, it's like, one of the trick weapons of the workshop, commonly used in the hunting business. This saw, effective at drawing the blood of the beasts, transforms into a long cleaver that makes use of centrifuge. Like, I don't care about that. I don't need somebody to explain to me in a dramatic voice. I just want to read and be like, got it, let's go. Also, this dude. I always wondered where this dude came from. He's just up there. Like, what the fuck? Like, you just go in here and he's like, yeah. It's just stupid. Oh my god. But yeah, I don't know. I just like reading myself. Like, I hate when you pick something up and the text is in front of you. Like, you see the text, right? It's like the full text. But then as you're reading the text, suddenly a voice starts talking as well to explain the text. And I'm like, I'm already reading it myself. Thank you very much. Like, that happens. I replayed a lot of the Harry Potter games recently, like the old ones from like 2001 up to 2004 or whatever. And whenever you collect a card, like one of the wizarding cards, and you read the text, there's like always like, Godric Gryffindor. Blah, 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 to blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't need you to read that to me. I'm reading it right now on my own. I don't need you. I don't need you. And I just hate that. I sincerely hate that I'm about to get killed by a wolf. What are you doing? Come on. Come on. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna hit you. Oh, I'm out of bullets. That's what happened. Okay, let me just... Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Don't worry about it. Can I parry these dudes? I can't. I know I parry them. Right now. Was that the parry window? Was that... Oh, did I mess it up? Did I suck? No, it's just my personal preference. I don't care for like dramatic narration or something I can read myself. I'm more of a gameplay type person. Like, I like a story, but I like the story to be told in a fast way so it doesn't interrupt the flow of the gameplay. Like, it's something that has come with my age, I think, because as a kid, I used to love cutscenes, like watching Kingdom Hearts and like watching all the Birth by Slave cutscenes. I was like, yeah, yeah, oh yeah, do the oh my god, he did the thing, oh he said the thing, and I was like, nowadays I can't be bothered to watch those cutscenes. I just skip them immediately and just keep playing the game because I'm like, I don't care. Like, as I gotten older, I was like, you know, time's ticking, got to do other things, you know. I don't want to be spending too much time watching these cutscenes. I want to keep playing the game, have fun with the game. Let's go, game. I'll be like patient with something the first time through. Obviously, when I want to understand the story and everything, I'll be like, yeah, watch me some cutscenes. Kingdom Hearts 3, I'll watch every single cutscene ever, and the game will probably take me 80 hours to complete. But then afterwards, after the first game playthrough, I'll skip every single cutscene. I'll just probably be cut down to like 30. It's one of the reasons why Metal Gear Solid 4 is one of the like most impactful games to me. I remember like when the final moment with Snake in the incinerator, I fucking like lost it. I was so sad and I had tears in my eyes, like, oh Snake, do the thing, no Snake. And now I'm like, I will never replay that game. I will never replay Metal Gear Solid 4. I've played it once when it came out and never again because there's so many cutscenes and I do not care in the slightest. Like, I just want to play the game. I will replay, like, Metal Gear Solid 1, because I'm just going to skip the cutscenes, and there's a healthy amount of, like, oh, there's some gameplay, I can sneak around, it's fine. But, I mean, 4 is crazy. And some people are cool with that, some people like that. I personally do not, and I'm also being looked right now funny. And it's just something that I only, honestly, it's like Dark Souls was like eye-opening, right? Because no other game series handles a story like this. No other series, no other like franchise does this really properly. Where you just kind of like, you play the game, and if you don't go into your menu, you will never know there's a story. And some people like it that way. Some people will be like, yeah, I killed the dude today. It felt really cool. You know, I killed this guy right here. He was really tough, but I did it after a bunch of like attempts. It was really cool. And now I'll move on to the next guy. And I'll be like, awesome, I'm glad that you had fun. I'm glad you had a cool, like, thrilling time with the game. And then some other people will be like, yes, I fell this beast and I feel rather horrible about it due to the fact that I've learned this was actually the curse that caused him to transform. If you read all of these little equipment pieces here, you'll figure this out. I'm like, oh yeah, man, that's really tragic. I understand. Like, whatever. Like, I just... Oh no, that's just not gonna happen. I would never play that game. I'd be like, are you kidding right now? Did you ever test this game? Did you ever test one? Sorry. I can't do that. I need to do that, like the JonTron-esque cough. I need to learn that. It is like the funniest shit ever to just end the sentence on. I love it. Oh boy. But yeah, no, that would never happen. We're already at the blood-starving beast. What the fuck? Oh my god. I wasn't paying attention to the game at all. We're just here now. I need to buy myself a little lantern, the handheld lantern you can put on your thing. Alright, if I'm having issues, I can summon Alfred. But I should probably go back and invest my blood echoes, honestly. Well, at least it's an effort, right? Effort's always matter. I'm gonna drink some. I had a good time playing some Bloodborne. It's actually, everybody left Shizumi test, but I'm cool with that. I thought about it. I definitely, when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, I want to try to speedrun that game. I want to try to be really good at that game. Do critical level 1, figure everything out about that game, speedrun the shit out of it. Because as much as I love regular Let's Playing and just sharing games with other people, it's just never gonna be big for me, right? Like, I'm never gonna get to that point. Because there's so many other people doing it. And you need to get lucky. You just need to get lucky. But if I I've always wanted to try out speedrunning. I always thought it was such a cool idea, and I was like, and just like a week ago, I thought, if I actually got good at speedrunning, there is no luck. You just get good at it, and if you get really good at it, people are just going to be like, oh my god, this guy's really good at it. So, that's just completely, you can achieve that. If you're good enough and diligent enough, and you keep practicing, you can achieve that. So I'm going to do that. It's really upsetting, I'm sorry. Hit E for effort, that's really harsh. Thread cane. Where's my... Oh, there it is. I forgot it's not a consumable. Sorry. Let's put this... I hand lantern. Boom, put it on. Boop! Yeah!
Welcome.
What is it you desire?
Very well.
Oh, no. You just asked me like that. Oh my god. I freaking love the doll. She's adorable. I hug her. And the accent is also very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, it's accurate, Tess, but, you know, that's also pretty shitty. Don't do that to people and let them believe. God. It's actually really hard. As somebody who's not been the happiest of people throughout his life, it's like, it's really hard to stay motivated, right? Like when I first uploaded my Monster Hunter Worlds tutorial, and I got suddenly all these new subscribers like, oh yeah, keep doing that, I got it. And then I just kept doing the same thing. Eventually, all the newcomers just all stopped, and I was like, oh, I suck. And that's one of the reasons why I stopped doing consistent content again, because I was like, well, I suck. I failed again. Don't know where I failed, but I failed, so let's stop making YouTube content. It's just like effort doesn't get you anywhere. You're right, but just let people believe that, because people need something. They need hope. They need something to hold on to. Yeah, do more damage now. That's good. I don't understand how this weapon does more damage just because I put stats into SKL, but it does, and that's what matters. It does more damage. It does more damage. Alright, but just don't look at me. Just don't look at me as I run past you. I'm gonna stab this dude. Stab him real good. What else? I also want to play the games differently, right? I've been playing all the Souls games the same way forever. Like, for example, I've always used a shield on the left hand, and, like, just, like, a katana, like, on the right. Or I've used, like, dual blades and all that stuff. But I was like, what if I just completely remove the shield from my builds and just entirely just, like, two-hand a weapon? I want to do that. I want to do that real bad. Oh, boy. Alright, guys, let's do it. But, guys, I just mean you, me, test. Let's do this. Alright, Bloodstarved Beast. I got you. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I'm going to remove all these. I don't have antidotes? Are you kidding me right now? What? Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, I have antidotes. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Oh boy! See, this is why games are my hope. I'm like, games make me happy. Games make me feel like I can do things. It's another reason why I love the idea of doing games full time, because games actually make me happy. Well, also other things are just sad and mundane. I can do this. First try. I can do this first try. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Believe in your test. Come on, we got this. First try. That was stupid. I can't believe I didn't get hit in the face for that. I could get the... Do I have to... I'm upgraded. Get myself the, Saw spear. Yeah, because the blade of the cane is not, like, serrated, which does most damage. Oh, now it's going crazy. Okay, now it's going ham. Oh, it doesn't do that much more damage. Okay. I'll just stick with the blade then. I'm gonna have to take this very slow and methodical. You can't ever damn! Damn, I didn't see that coming. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. I'm actually dead. Holy shit. Wow! Wow! I've never seen that attack. I've legitimately never seen that attack. I guess I've never been hit by it, but I've never seen that happen. He was just like standing there like, I'm get you. And then he got me and then I died. What the fuck? I wasn't full health, right? What? Well then. Also, that was not slow poisoning. That was pretty quick poisoning right there. Alright, I'm gonna get myself... I want to get myself the saw spear, but now I don't have the money for it anymore. That's great. Hey, you know what? Let's try. Let's try. I have a bunch of those blood echo thingies. Let's go get some stuff. E3, please. Get me Bloodborne 2. I would really appreciate that. Is that enough to get the saw cleaver? But probably not even enough to upgrade it at all. Saw spear, okay. My kid's screaming again. I don't understand why. Saw spear is basically the same as the saw cleaver, just has a different evolution transformation. Oh, I have enough to upgrade this. Yeah, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna stick with the saw spear for a bit because I've never really used this for a while, and it's basically a skill version of the saw cleaver, which people love. So who knows? Let's check it out. Let's check it out and let's see if it's a good weapon. Yeah, it's really weird. It's like that kind of stuff. I think games are really weird like that because it's like, yeah, like you said, you just kind of, this game is very much like, oh, the church is weird, like the church is bad. It's like really like on the nose kind of stuff with the healing church and all that stuff. And then ever try to tell somebody, you know, a religious person about Shin Megami Tensei and how the bosses are basically God and Satan, and it's probably weird. I don't know. And it probably kind of sounds weird if they're not into games or they just never heard of it, right? It probably sounds really weird. What's some of the best games ever? So I don't know. Maybe it just says something about me. Maybe I'm just stupid. Oh. Well, I mean, that makes me a bigger loser than you because I'm a streamer who only has one person talking to them. Yeah, right? So we can both losers together, right? That's great. Oh, no. Cat's still screaming, but I'm kind of stuck here walking around. I can't really... I can't really, like... Laser, I hear you! Hold on a moment. Am I gonna get smacked in the face? I'm gonna go up there where I should be safe from the monsters. And I'm gonna check on my cat, which is a different monster altogether. It's a different beat. I hear you! Oh, you should be fine here. Get the cat. I'm gonna get the cat. Let's go. Get the cat. Let's go. Alright, got the cat. Got it. We're good. We good. What are you doing? Where are you running? If you're leaving again, I'm gonna lock you out, cat. This is not gonna happen. I was very kind to you. I picked her up, put her on a bed, pet her. I made sure she was comfortable, and she was leaving. She's looking at me like I just... Cat, what's wrong? What's wrong? Alright. While my cat makes her mind about what she wants to do in life, I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm doing a lot more damage. Good. Stop being in a corner! What are you doing in the corner? Get out of here. Whoa. You're doing things that I don't appreciate. Okay. Oh, I lost Stockholm. It's not good. It's not good. Why do you walk on this game? Camera angles are amazing. Masterpiece is great. This is like one of the things that I always hate about the Souls games, though. It's like they have flaws. They're not perfect. Right? No game is perfect. But the freaking camera constantly running into walls is just obnoxious. All right. I may not have enough HP to deal with this. So I just don't have to. I just don't get hit. Don't get hit. Yeah, sure, that's good. I'm that great at this game that I just don't get hit ever. Good. Yeah, no damage to run. Let's go. That's just not gonna happen. I'm not that good. I can barely see. My TV is so far away from me right now, so I can be next to the microphone. And with all the poison spewing all over the place, I legitimately can't even see monster through it. Like, really, this is just ridiculous. I'm actually making it. What the frick? No! Oh, that's that again. Don't let that happen. Oh, he does it again. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm the goodest person in the world. Ich bin so gut. Yeah. It's got it. Oh my god, Tess got some harsh. Oh my god. Yes, I knew it back there again. So it's like, look around the room, see if you can find anything else. Keep thinking I'll get things here. I think I watched somebody play the game, and like a blind playthrough, and they completely missed the lantern here, and I was like, that's obnoxious. Not just you necessarily need it, right? But oh yeah, now that we've beaten the Bloodborne beast, we can also start doing what are they called? Chalice dungeons, which I'm not gonna do because I started doing them on one of my last characters, and I'm not gonna redo those ever again because they're pretty obnoxious to do. Where did she go? Mikasa girl, and she just screamed, and I looked around. I was like, "What's wrong?" And she's just drinking, and I'm like, "That's not a reason to scream."
Milk, what is it?
Apparently, it's for. I'm gonna put some more. Actually, I want to put some more endurance up in here. I want to get more stamina. My friend 2095 has a weird fetish with not ever putting HP on his character in the Souls games. I don't know why. He legitimately doesn't do it ever. And I'm like, you're either a badass or you got a couple screws loose. You understand me? But he's a badass. That man is great. I want to just have some physical attacks. Cool. Cool. Hello, Galeman. Mr. Galeman. Now that... Wait, how do I... So... What did I get down there? What... I'm actually a little bit confused right now. Blood Gem, Salt, or Odin Team. Why did I go down there? So here's the thing, right? I mainly played this game by, after I go to the Cathedral Ward, I spent the 10,000, 1,000, whatever. I spend the 1,000, whatever, on getting that church sign that allows me to open the gates in the Cathedral Wards. So I have everything open. I don't usually forego that. So now that I have, I don't know where to go, honestly. I'm a little confused. Laser, what are you doing down there? You can stay down there. It's good. Gotta make the cat happy. So just stop screaming. That's popcorn. You're sniffing popcorn. That's very salty. Is that open now? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, okay, that's where I gotta go. Alrighty then. So when you beat the Bloodstarved Beast, it opens that for some reason. Okay, got him. Quicksilver bolts. Oh wow, I completely whiffed like an idiot. I am so excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't even care right now. I don't even care about this game right now. I just want to play Kingdom Hearts 3. Anything to just make me forget Kingdom Hearts 3 is being made right now. Stop firing bullets at me. I'll appreciate it. That's another reason why I prefer... Ow! Why I think the Saw Spear is better than the Saw Cleaver. Due to the fact that it actually has like a horizontal swing that doesn't take 5 years to come out. My animals are very active right now. I might actually have to stop for now and take care of my animals if they're not okay. Keeps screaming. My dog seems antsy. I didn't pay attention and almost died. I find it really odd, and also kind of obvious, the fact that the new God of War has the exact same control scheme as the Souls games. Like, I am 100% certain that they just kind of see like the success of the Souls series, and they're like, yeah, we can do that. It's just kind of, it feels like that is so obviously what they try to do, which I'm not against. You know, Souls is just like, because it's like, it's so stupid, because people just overuse the fucking, it's the Dark Souls of the Dark Souls kind of thing, like, Crash Bandicoot is the Dark Souls. Yeah, sure it is. Sure thing, pal. But with God of War, I would honestly say, hey, you know, God of War, how it like tried to beat Devil May Cry or whatever, I don't actually know which one came first, but that's just what I'm saying right now. And now God of War is trying to beat Dark Souls. Like, that's actually accurate. That actually makes sense. It's an over-the-shoulder kind of action game where it's kind of difficult to some extent, and you hit R1 and R3 and R2 for like different kind of attacks and all that stuff, and you have a parry button that like immediately, if you do it at the right time, you can like fight back against an opponent and throw them off guard. Like, it's very similar to that, and I like it. I think it makes the game better. I've never played any of the previous God of War games, but I like this one. I think this one is really good because it reminds me a lot of Dark Souls. And that is always a good thing. If the game can invoke that distinct Dark Souls feeling, then it's always going to be alright in my books. My cat's screaming. Oh, now she's at the stairs. What are you doing? Radiant Sword Hunter Badge. It's got the Ludwig sword. I might actually want to use that, but no, I put all my stats into skill now, so that don't make much sense unless I want to have like a split build. I could do that. I could do that. I could fucking do that. Alright, it seems we have exhausted our communication in chat. I'm getting slightly hungry, and my animals seem to require some attention. They're going to play a little bit more, and probably, I like how it's like all blue and hazy over there. That's pretty cool. I'm going to play a little bit more. And unless something changes, maybe we got more viewers, or my cat shuts up. I'm gonna maybe stop for today. Oh, okay. I didn't know there was a parry button always in there. I had no idea. But yeah, I really like the new one. it's taken us so long to play it, like, because, my wife is a fan of God of War. Like, she's played all the previous ones. She has, like, the collection on PS3 and all that. And she was the one. I wasn't going to care. Like, I've never played a God of War game, so I wasn't going to buy the game. I wasn't going to care about the game. But she bought it. She said, I really want to play that. So I was like, okay, cool. So we've been playing it together. And I'm not going to play without her because it's her series and it's her game. So I'm not going to play that without her, obviously. And she has other things to do. She can't play games. Like, she has, like, other responsibilities. So, like, it's been taking us a long time. Like, the game has come out, like, a while ago, and we still haven't, like, even come close to finishing the game. So, like, there's a lot of nonsense of that. Complete. I might do, once we finish the game, I might do I was considering doing a Give Me God of War playthrough. However, like doing it on stream, but however, the problem with that is that I think, personally, the game is, just like I said previously, the game is not well balanced. Like, in a way that, I like Souls because there's no difficulty selection. It's just like, you better be good at this game, and you deal a lot of damage, but the enemies also deal a lot of damage to you. That's cool. Kingdom Hearts, the Kingdom Hearts critical difficulty, everything kills you in one hit, but you also deal a ton of damage. It's great. There's a cool, like, there's a cool little, like, balance to it. Like, you can kill everything, like, quickly, but they can destroy you quickly. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. God of War is not that. God of War, I think, like, I feel the easy difficulty, honestly, just how it should be. Because all it does, when you change difficulty, all of that does is that you deal less damage and they deal more damage. And that's not smart. I don't consider that smart balancing. So I think, honestly, the easy difficulty is how it should be, because you deal a lot of damage, and I'm dead. Oh, I survived. You deal a lot of damage, and they deal maybe, like, some okay damage to you, so I think that's how it should have been. The game should have been hard from the start, by just how the game plays. But you should be dealing a ton of damage, and they should be dealing a ton of damage to you. That's not how it goes, though. That's just not how it goes. Unless Give Me God of War is different, that's just not how it went. I tried to play the game on the hardest difficulty that was not God of War, like, give me a challenge. And it was just obnoxious. Like, the enemies took no damage. And I just got destroyed, and I was like, you know what? This is not fun. This is not a Souls. Like, I was going into, like, a Souls mindset. I was like, yeah, Dark Souls, yeah! Hard game, R1, let's go! And then it's just like, this is... No. I didn't like it as much. So I'm gonna open the gate leading... Oh, shit, I can only do one at a time. Because I want to get captured by these dudes. I want to get captured and go to... I forgot what it's called. It's the hidden town, the hidden city, or the hidden village. But I also want to get this done. Ugh. We don't cut games slack just because they want to have mainstream appeal. Games should be good. Like, they should be unique. They should be interesting. That's why I'm actually really concerned about Kingdom Hearts 3, because it's so flashy. And, like, that's... A lot of people have that complaint. When you watch the speedrunners and all the people they like, ask to come into the premiere, all of their reviews are that the game is too floaty. And if you watch it, it's right. If you watch, like, Kingdom Hearts 2 gameplay and you go back to Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay, Kingdom Hearts 2, everything is so fast, you can't watch any of the animation. And that might look like, oh, well, they don't show the animations at full extent. Oh, it could look better. But it doesn't matter because it plays fast. It plays fast and snappy. And that when you get hit, it's your fault. You can hit somebody super fast, they stagger, and then you dodge out. But in Kingdom Hearts 3, because they want to show every frame of every combo, it's so sluggish and so slow. And I'm, like, worried that that's going to suck. Like, you don't need to look amazing. You need to just play great. This is going to suck. Stab it. Stab it. These things are terrible this early. I think that could one-shot me if I let it grab me. I don't know. I personally am super excited for Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm going to play the crap out of it, but I'm hoping it's going to be freaking amazing. I actually personally prefer Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix, by the way. Like, I know everybody thinks Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix is the best one, but, again, I personally prefer 1. I feel because it's just, like... Oh, my cat needs me. I personally feel that, what was I gonna say? That Kingdom Hearts 1 is more interesting because Sora is much smaller. Like, if you look at a large body in Kingdom Hearts 1 and the way that the camera, like, kind of has to go down because it's so much bigger than Sora, and then you look at Kingdom Hearts 2 and, like, how the camera is zoomed out and large bodies seem, like, level-headed with Sora and all that. And I'm like, Kingdom Hearts 1 just seemed more like, oh my god, these are heartless, they're threats. Oh my god, I'm so squared right now. Never felt ever threatened in Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, I never felt like any of the heartless were actual threats, so I thought that was kind of... So just from the atmosphere and just from the feel I get from that, I always prefer... Plus, in Kingdom Hearts 1, I always felt like Donald and Goofy are actually, like, a requirement. Like, they feel like they're so much more important, they're so much closer. You have the triangle button to let them know, hey, I need your help, and then they go ham for you. You don't have that in Kingdom Hearts 2 at all. So I always felt that Kingdom Hearts 1 just was better in that regard, like, in a lot of regards. And then Final Mix added a lot of combo modifiers in Kingdom Hearts 2, and I thought that was great. You don't know what Kingdom Hearts is? I'm really upset. Well, don't worry about it. As we get closer to the release... once the release date for Kingdom Hearts is revealed, I'm probably going to be, like, doing a marathon of Kingdom Hearts on my stream. Or something like that, at least. Maybe 1 and 2, because I don't want to play all the spin-offs. But Kingdom Hearts is basically... It's an RPG. Like, it's an action RPG that, It takes characters from Disney... Like, your main party is Sora, Donald Duck, and Goofy. That's your main party. So it's Disney characters and Final Fantasy characters mixed together, basically. That's how people always pitch it. It's Disney and Final Fantasy together. It's basically a Final Fantasy action game, but with Disney characters. And I always love that. The first game came out when I was 9 years old. Like, think about that. I'm an old fart, but the first game came out when I was 9 years old, and I always, like, loved that series. Where the fuck is Eileen? You could say it's for kids, but that would be... The first game may have been, you know, oh, that's for kids, that's cool. Every game after that... it's a little complicated. Adults can't even follow the storyline, right? And it's very dark and depressing. Like, a lot of the characters just don't end up having nice fates. Like, Kingdom Hearts 3 is the last game in the storyline. Like, if it's like an anime, they call it the arc, like the saga. So, like, that's basically it. Kingdom Hearts 3 is the last game, the last chapter of a saga. And... it's very telling that in Kingdom Hearts 3, the main goal of the main cast is to save all the other characters from previous games that got fucked over and are just dead. So, it's not a happy-go-lucky series. There's a lot of nonsense to it. Yeah, I don't know where Eileen is. I'm really concerned now. Did I mess it up? Did I mess up Eileen's storyline? Ah, dude, no! I want to... Oh, my God. But yeah, basically, it's just called very convoluted and very, a lot of people have issues with the game series due to the fact that there's a lot of spin-off games, as they call it. Like, so, like, there's Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Kingdom Hearts 1 came out in 2002, and Kingdom Hearts 2 came out in 2005. And Kingdom Hearts 3 is not coming out in 2018, so, you know, consider that. But what people are just too stubborn to see is that even though... those 3 games are the only ones with numbers at the end of them. All the other games are just as important to the series. Like, there's Birth by Sleep, which is basically Kingdom Hearts 0. It's a prequel that explains everything that happened before Kingdom Hearts 1. There's Dream Drop Distance, which is basically already Kingdom Hearts 3, because it continues after Kingdom Hearts 2, and it's a huge important aspect of the game series entirely, all the story. Then there's 358 over 2 days. Yeah, that's a great name. Which is another, like, interlinked sequel, prequel kind of nonsense. There's Recoded, which is probably the least important in the series, but I like it more than Days, so whatever. And all of these games were, like, are separated across, like, consoles. Like, Birth by Sleep came out on the PSP, Days came out on Recoded came out on the DS, and Dream Resistance came out on the 3DS. So people didn't play all of them because they were like, oh, whatever, they're just spin-off games, which they're not. They're super important to the story. But recently, in recent years, they've all collected them on the 1.5 and 2.5 collections. Every game is on those discs, so anybody who says they don't want to play the side games for the story are just stupid. dunzos. I'm gonna die here. But yeah, basically, Kingdom Hearts stretches over like more than 10 games now. And if you... The fun part is there's people that are like, yeah, I've only played 1 and 2, so will I be confused with Kingdom Hearts 3? Yes. Yes, you will be very confused. Literally, the freaking trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3, the most recent trailer, shows 2 characters in a cutscene talking to Sora that don't show up in 1 and 2. They show up in the other games. So, if you haven't played the side games as they're called, you will not know what's going on in Kingdom Hearts 3. You just won't understand what's happening. So, I don't feel bad for people that didn't follow the series all the way through, because I'm like, I mean, whatever. This is what you choose. This was you. I know I'm hyped for that game. I'm so hyped. I want it to be great. I want it to be the best game in the series. I want Kingdom Hearts 3 to be the best game ever. Especially people are so hyped right now because Kingdom Hearts 3 has Pixar worlds in them. Since Disney now owns Pixar or whatever, like, I don't know how it works, but now we have Toy Story and Monsters, Inc. is a world now. So, and it's also cool because the party limit went from 2 to... from 3 people, including Sora, to now 5. So in every world, it's like in the Toy Story world, your party members are now Donald, Goofy, Woody, and Buzz. Like, you have like 4 party members with you now. It's freaking awesome. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so fucking excited. Yes, you must think you got Sully and Mike as your party members, and they help you out. They fight hardballs with you. It's gonna be great. And apparently, because Kingdom Hearts 1 was just praised for really combining the Disney characters with the Square characters. Like, all the Disney villains would fight against the like Final Fantasy characters, and I was like, okay, cool, yeah, everybody's important. Everybody matters. And in Kingdom Hearts 2, the Disney villains were replaced for Organization 13, which is basically the Disney villains were replaced with original Kingdom Hearts, like original Square Enix Final Fantasy characters, do not steal kind of thing. And ever since then, Disney characters have just kind of become like a secondary thing. It was like, oh yeah, there's Disney World, whatever, cool. But hey, look at that, Final Fantasy. And Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be the first one to really put the Disney characters back into focus. Like, the Organization 13 is fighting the Disney characters as valid. Oh my god, is as valid. So they have some important plots and like parts of the story again. So it's gonna be cool. I'm really looking. I like Monsters Inc. quite a lot, but I haven't watched it in like a long time. I don't really have anything to say about Monsters University. That movie was weird. Like, I laughed, and I enjoyed it while watching it, I guess. But, I don't know. It's just a weird movie. It's a weird concept. Instead of going into the future and seeing what happened to Monsters, Inc. after the Happy Ever After thing, we're going back in time to watch them in university? Alright, I guess we'll do that. I guess I have nothing better to do than watch that. But yeah, I mean, after this, you should totally look up, like, the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, the newest one, which shows cutscenes from Toy Story and Monsters, Inc., and it's great. I think it's really cool. It's a really cool game. And, again, the critical mode in Kingdom Hearts is usually very similar to a Souls game. Not in, like, the gameplay, but in balancing. Everything kills you in, like, one hit, but you also deal a ton of damage. I think that's really cool. That's another reason why I love that game series. Plus, it's just like, again, I played the first game when I was 9 years old, and now I'm like my 20s. Like, that series will always have like the most important place in my heart. When Kingdom Hearts 3 ends, when Kingdom Hearts 3 is over, I'm gonna cry. Like, that's gonna happen. It's the end of an era. I'm gonna be so sad. Plus, Tetsuya Nomura, the director behind the series, said that the ending for Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be hard to swallow, and I'm like, oh god, no, what's he going to do? Well, don't be sad, be glad, be happy. Gotta be happy. Can't wait to play that game. How the hell do I get past that? Wait, I got past. I'm stupid. I got past it already. What's wrong with me? I'm not paying attention because we're talking about Kingdom Hearts. Just not paying attention right now. But wait, why am I going here? What is the matter with you, Sam? Here we go. Eileen? Oh god, I missed Eileen. She's supposed to be here. I need to look up what's wrong with that. Yeah, I get that feeling. I get that feeling. Definitely understand you there. But you know, just... Oh, there's one of them. I could do that right now. Just let her kill me. Kill me. Just kill me. Just go ahead. Just whack me. Ooh! Ooh! No! Grabber. Yeah, let's say as long as you learn from your past mistakes, you can always move on. You can always be happy. Don't dwell on the past. Just live in the moment. Yeah. And now it's gonna drag us into Yarargul, the unseen village. Amazing. I love that. The first time one of them killed me, and I was like, "Oh God, now I'm dead again." And then this happened. I was freaking out. Madmen toil surreptitiously in rituals to beckon the moon, uncover their secrets. Thank you very much. I will do just that. Alright, so we have her just sitting over there, but I can't really interact with her right now because I don't have a church garb. So I'll come back to later. She only responds to church hunters, and I don't have a church thing yet, so I'm gonna have to get that later. Well then, tests always testy. Ha ha ha. I'm freaking hilarious. You will recognize my hilarity. Oh! What the fuck? Get off of there! Scariest. Whoa! I'm not gonna deal with this guy. I'm just gonna make a lines and get the guy. Goodbye. We're not gonna come here yet. You cannot do. You know what? You know what? Fuck you, pal. I thought it was quite amazing. Clear Watch of the Good Church of the Good Chalice. What the fuck is that even? Yeah, I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna get something to eat in a little bit. I think we can make it to like 1:30. We're gonna hit like 1:30, and then I'm gonna look for a mile marker. I can't just be like, okay, we're done now. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna play through Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, 3, whatever. I'm just gonna play through all the games. Have a good time with everybody. Always gonna be fun. Always gonna be fun. Let's do like a marathon. I will do that. We're not gonna be, like you said, my attention span is not, so we're not gonna do marathon like immediately. It's not gonna be like 24-hour marathon kind of thing. That's stupid. But we're just gonna be streaming all the games until I'm done with them, and that's gonna be fun. You know what? I don't care. Fuck that. Especially because recently, even though I've been saying shit and stuff like that, whoa! Even though I've been saying swear words on the YouTubes, for some reason, I still have monetization. So maybe I'm even too small for you to care about, or they're getting a little bit better about that. I don't know. I don't want to fight you. You're pretty ass. You're pretty ass. You don't want to get near this guy. This guy does so much fucking damage in this one hit. Oh, okay. Oh, now he does it. Damn it. Now he's super angry. And I got him. Nice. Get him. Yeah, pop. Got it. Got it. Got it. Oh, yeah. You want to farm those guys for twin bloodstone shards, which is like the second level upgrade tier. I do want to get the remaster for Dark Souls and stream that too, because again, I've never beaten Dark Souls 1. I bought the PC version because, you know, I wanted to wait for it to be on the PS4. I didn't want to bust out my PS3. And the PC version obviously is a botched port, so I don't know. That's weird. Why isn't she here to be summoned? I mean, you know, you gotta always show the people. You know, gotta be the guinea pig for everybody else so they can see why it's so not a good idea. Boop. It's gonna be fun. Actually, wait, didn't I do a level 1 critical? Wait, did I do it? Wait. I gotta look back through my streams. Did I ever do a level 1 critical run of Kingdom Hearts 2? I think I did. I think I did that like 2 years ago. I did a level 1 critical run. I think that's where that came from. Okay. Because recently, like 2 days ago, whatever, I checked my Kingdom Hearts. I put in Kingdom Hearts 2 again, and I was like, I'm gonna play that game a little bit again. And I saw that it had a level 1 like save file all the way towards the end of the game, like 80% through the game. I was like, there's no way in hell I got that good at the game at some point. But it turned. I think I actually did a stream, like 2 or 3 streams of that. And if that's the case, oh my god, I'm better than I imagined. It's sad that I never beat that. Again, it's just like I have so much other stuff on my mind that even when I have a good like run with multiple streams in a row, I just kind of end up like feeling like, oh, I can't do this anymore. That's why I always want to be like, yeah, I always want to be like, people are like, man, I can't do this. Gotta be like, no, man, you can do it, because I don't want people to feel like me and be like, oh, man, I can't do this. Yeah, no, like I said, I'm gonna be the gaming guinea pig, because I have I'm not gonna. People can do their own fucking shit. Like, I don't care. Who cares about people? I don't care about games. I care about games. You want to talk to me? We talk about games. You want to talk to me about anything else? Nope. Games only. You want to talk to me about feelings? Get out of my house. Games. Games and nothing else. Alright, open that gate. Open that gate. Open that gate. Nice. And now there's going to be some crows right there. Got black blood. That's nice. I think. Yeah, I don't like the Saw Spear. That's the exact same, like literally the exact same moveset as Saw Cleaver, but also has like a better transformation. So I think that's cool. What are you doing? Get back up! I hate that. I hate that it does. I hate that a game does that. Poison off 12. Nice. Like also partially the reason why. Yeah, basically, right? Imagine if well, actually, don't imagine that. If humans had no feelings, God, of course, there would be a ton of good stuff, but there's also a lot of shitty stuff, like, there would be no such thing as compassion and caring. I don't know. Sometimes it's good, but sometimes it's just like, obnoxious. You don't want to deal with that. You want to just have fun, good times, and then that shitty guy's like cutting you in the side, and I'm like, no. Such a stupid conversation. What is that? Oh, it's just a thing. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna make my way back to the Hunter stream. Level up a little bit because I got a bunch of stuff now. These guys are weird. I don't like them. They look gross. You look gross, sir. we actually made it exactly to 30 minutes. I don't know. The other part why I can't just sit here and do constant streams nonstop. I would love to, but again, we need to get like out of here, get like move somewhere. I want to like a big house, or at least a really big apartment. We're gonna have like my own like what's it called, like office. There you go. Office would be cool. Having just recently moved across the ocean, I had to make for the first next best thing. But now that everything's sorted out, I want to move somewhere cool so I can have my own office and do this 24/7. Because I can't do it. You know, I gotta have respect for other people's people's time and privacy. I don't want to annoy people, but it's just screaming across the house. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I ain't doing that. My wife, she just wants to be. She wants to have peace and quiet too. So I can't just stream constantly. I gotta be. Feelings. We're talking about those feelings. So I gotta care about other people too. All right, 25. That's as far as we go for now. All right, so I think I'm gonna cut it for here for now. I don't know. Oh, that's a good place. Next time I might actually do Kingdom Hearts since I'm so hyped about that, and I'm talking about doing the marathon. I don't know. But I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow because tomorrow I gotta be somewhere. So probably when we come back, maybe I'll do Dark Souls Remastered by then. I don't know. Well, thanks Tess for sticking around. Don't be emo. Be happy. Feelings are important, but don't let them cloud your judgment. It's always good. Either way, I hope whoever sees this later on has a wonderful, wonderful life, wonderful time, wonderful day, whatever, and that you guys are just as hyped for Kingdom Hearts 3 as I am. If you don't know what Kingdom Hearts is, look it up, and look up the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3, the most recent trailer. It is fantastic. The game's going to be great. Should be out pretty soon. E3 is going to be amazing for that. I'm hoping Bloodborne 2 is also going to be announced on E3 or anything like that. Either way, until next time, hope you guys have a fantastic day. Yes. And until then, until next time, game on.